Hello guys, welcome to another spicy news video about Lost Ark. Today we're gonna discuss the most recent event in Russia where there's an NPC that gives you unlimited acrasium in exchange of gold, so you can progress with your gear in the game from 0 to max in a matter of hours. Now, I'm gonna tell you also why some people are absolutely freaked out about this. We're gonna discuss the whole pay to win thing because obviously this has to be talked about, and I'm gonna also tell you why some people are actually happy about this thing happening, myself kinda included. With the most recent patch this week on Wednesday, which introduced many cool things, including new class Lance Master, and also a lot of cool little ideas that Korea didn't have at the time of this exact patch when it came for them. We're gonna discuss all of this new patch and what they came up with in Russia in my next video. But with this patch came also an event that is all about this one NPC basically. This guy right here, translated by the patch as Messenger Yona. I am in Bern now, so you can find him right here towards the left side of the map. Now, this guy exchanges a lot of things. There's basically 4 pages you can go through, and we're gonna go through them towards the end of the video. But the most important part, and something that I really want to discuss with you guys, is this doll, this matryoshka, right? It requires 10 gold in order to get a doll. Now, the way it works is you buy a doll for 10 gold. You can buy, by the way, unlimited amount of them, and also they last, this whole event basically lasts for a full month from the 25th to the 22nd of April, yeah, almost. Now, if you buy this doll, when you open it, when you interact with the doll, you can get either a second doll, right, the second level of the doll, or you can get nothing, or in this case fragment of a broken doll. Now if I just click it, I'm gonna get the second doll, right? There's high chances you will. Then the third doll, and it keeps coming in your bag, and then the fourth doll, and then I keep opening and I get the fifth doll is already epic quality, and then I open it and I get a fragment of a broken doll. So this is where my road ends with this particular doll. Each of these matryoshkas costs 10 gold, and if you get up until the 10th level or the 9th level of a matryoshka, from that one you get a guaranteed acrasium box and also gold, right? And it gives quite a lot of acrasium. The reason people are freaking out is the fact that gold in Lost Ark, you can buy it by using real money. Gold in Lost Ark, you can also farm it yourself, and there's also things to do, actually, dungeons like the cube for example, or the elite cube, even better, that give you a set amount of gold if you reach a specific stage in that cube dungeon. So there are ways of making gold in game. There's ways of making a lot of gold in game. If you're a crafter, if you're a farmer, then that is a lot of gold to be made there. People are scared because they think that wallet warriors are just gonna go to the cash shop and then in the auction house and just buy here gold, right, with real money. And that's fine, and people are gonna do that. And with gold, those people are gonna be able to get dolls and open enough of them to have a infinite supply of acrasium 1 for their alts and acrasium 2 for their mains. This is perfectly fine, and I'm gonna tell you why also. First reason is the fact that there is a lot of ways to make gold in game if you play sufficient time your characters. If you have alts, there are many opportunities to make gold. Basically, gold is a shared resource across all of your characters on your account, and that means you can use many characters to farm this gold. Making gold in game for a player who plays a lot of time, and during this corona time maybe you are also trapped indoors and have time to play, that's never ever gonna be an issue in Lost Ark as long as you play a lot. If you play few, half an hour, 1 hour a day, then that means you are a very casual MMORPG player, which means in turn that if you wanna compete with gear, keeping up with all of the most hardcore players in terms of gear, or the wallet warriors, then you have to become a wallet warrior yourself, unfortunately. There's no other way in this particular MMORPG and in many other good MMORPGs that you as a mega casual would ever have dared to think that you can keep up with everyone just by playing half an hour a day. It's absolutely ridiculous, actually, to be honest. What they've done with this event in Lost Ark Russia, in my opinion, is actually a very nice way for people to catch up. Has nothing to do with pay to win unless you want it to be pay to win. Acrasium is not the only thing you need to progress with your gear. It's funny now that I'm talking about this when throughout Lost Ark's history, like in Korea and in Russia, people have always complained about Acrasium. Lost Ark is a crappy game because they gate you on Acrasium. Lost Ark is a crappy game because there's not enough daily things for you to get Acrasium from. Now look, there is Acrasium right here for gold. You can either pay real money for it, which some people are gonna do, but you can as easily have farmed so far for gold and buy it with that, or start farming now and buy it with the gold that you get in game. The choice is up to you, and there is absolutely no reason in the world for you to be upset at some people that are going to do the real money thing. There is none whatsoever. See, real money in Lost Ark is only gonna get you so far. The raids still have to be done, played. Granted, you can buy raid runs, you can buy with gold someone to carry you through content. But then what's the purpose of you playing this game? Like, if you purchase Acrasium with real money to upgrade your gear, and then the gear you buy it from other people carrying you within a raid. Like, what's the point of you having the best gear in Lost Ark and being a really stupid ass player, and on top of that you're buying your Acrasium also, you're also lazy on top of being stupid. So I don't really understand, and I actually don't think that many people do that. Maybe there's 2, 3, 4, 10, 20 people who buy raids and buy the Acrasium with real money, but you're never gonna meet them, and it doesn't matter what gear they have, because they're never gonna be able to do anything with their own group. They're never gonna be able to reject you from coming to their group because they themselves are bad in terms of playing, because they're buying raids instead of doing them. So I don't see how can this bother you. I don't see how can this bother anyone. Literally nobody cares about your gear or whatever it is you do with your real money in Lost Ark, simply because, first of all, it doesn't matter in PvP, and second of all, PvE is hard enough for you not to be able to finish a raid of your caliber, even if you are fully geared in whatever best gear there is right now. Best gear here does not make you a good player. Same as in Guild Wars, best gear or best achievements, you will still wipe when it's time for you to do it. And if those people wanna have fun like that, just wiping with best gear on because they've purchased it and they haven't played it, then that's perfectly fine. Let's talk real things about Lost Ark, and let me demonstrate to you and give you an example of what a non-pay-to-win player can potentially do. I have 515 gold. Here is about the amount that you get after 3 daily runs of the cube, right? You have those every day. So now I'm just gonna exchange as many matryoshkas as I possibly can for 515 gold, which is something that a free-to-play player can get on a daily basis by playing the game. This right here, right? And this is, I'm not even talking about the elite cube, I'm talking about the regular cube. Everyone can do that. Come on, guys, right? So I'm just gonna buy these, and let's see how many Acrasiums per day, let's say, can a completely free-to-play player get that doesn't do absolutely any walleting and that just simply plays the game for 1 hour a day. This is 1 hour, so this much gold, 500, you make in 1 hour, which is basically 3 cubes. So I've opened all of mine once, and I'm gonna open them again and again until we get to the last one. Unfortunately, I cannot open all of them at once. Happens. We're gonna see how many level 9 or was it level 10 matryoshkas we're gonna get as a free-to-play player. Completely free-to-play. There you go. We got 7th doll. We got 6 7th doll, so we still need to get more. Let's take a look. We got 3 8th doll. we got 3 9th doll, and then let's see for the last doll, it is 10 after all. 1. We got 1 last doll. If I open this one right here, then I'm just gonna take all. There is nothing to select. You're gonna get casket with gold. Gold is in between, I think 100 and 1,000 or something like that. Yeah, 100 and 1,000 actually says in the tooltip. And then you get acrasium also. If I take this, it says here I get acrasium 1 1 and acrasium 2 1. That's definitely not what's happening in game. So I get 10 boxes of these. So now if I open these and I select acrasium 2, I'm just gonna get 10 acrasium 2. Simple as that. And gold, let's take all also. 115 gold, right? So I spent 510 and I got 115 back also, and I can buy a little bit more matryoshkas. Maybe I'm lucky enough to get another one of these new dolls. So 10 acrasiums per day for a completely free-to-play player that just plays 1 hour the game. Just 1 hour. On top of this, you can do, as I said, crafting. You can do other things that bring you gold in game. We're not going to talk about them, but there's pretty many things that you can do for gold. Let's quickly take a look over the other things that you can get from this particular event. I have here 602 fragment of the broken doll, which I got from opening my free-to-play player kind of dolls. With 600 of these, you can get, for example, consumable chests that give you a random consumables. I can get 120 of these chests, and you know, maybe I get lucky to get some recovery pots or some bonfires, panaceas, etc. Combat items, right? These are the other combat items, the bombs and etc., which also give you a random consumable. Cost 5 as well. No daily purchase limit so far on this page. Rune boxes, this is very nice. The rune box gives you a random rune also, and it costs how much did it cost? 10, so I can get probably 60 of these rune boxes. Here there is also an interesting thing that you can get daily 10 of these, right? So if I have 1,000, I can get another 10 of these boxes. Let's just quickly buy one of these boxes and let's use it from our bag. Again, we're a free-to-play player. I got one more acrasium, so I could potentially get another 10 acrasium too from here every day on top of my 11 that I got. So that's 20 acrasium 2 per day for free for this event for a free-to-play player. Multiply that with 30 days, like a month, right? And that's what, 600 acrasium 2. That's plenty sufficient to get you from anywhere to the end, right? Super nice event. Again, very many thumbs up for the devs. Bag with seal books, super nice thing also. If you open a lot of dolls, you will have a lot of these fragments. Crafting materials for gear, a bit of crafting materials for raiding gear I see here, which is pretty nice. You can also I think get these and exchange them for rune boxes from the raid vendor as well. PvP tokens, if you hate doing PvP because you just hate it, then you can just buy the PvP gear with tokens from crafting mats from here, and yeah, just do your GVGs. If just GVGs is tickling you because it's 8-man pre-mades all the way and you don't like the randomness of 3v3, sure, that's perfectly fine, do this. Artisan's bag, again, this is Chaos Dungeon things, just gear crafting mats, and this is a great fucking way of progressing with your gear and catching up to your buddies wherever they might be at whatever item level. And also on your alts, interested in a new class at end game, interested to see how a Soul Master feels? Did you ever want to try a Bard or a Battle Master? Why is everyone laughing about Battle Masters? You want to see it with your own eyes? Simple as that. You come here, you play the game for the next 30 days actively, and you're fully decked out on not 1, not 2, but probably 3, 4 characters. And these are my thoughts about the most recent event in Lost Ark. I completely approve it. I think it's fantastic. I actually think it's very needed also to have this event once a year, maybe twice a year actually, where you give people the chance to catch up to their friends. You give people the chance to, you know, man, I just played a lot of Soul Master and it's just not the class for me. I realized that 6 months later. I want to be a Bard. well, you know, let me just join with my friends really fast because this event is on and now is my time to, you know, get my bar to max item level. Super nice, very appreciated. I think it's gonna do a lot of good, and minimal, extremely little bad is gonna come out of this. And I'm very happy to see these kinds of things in Lost Ark that I did not see in Korea when they had this patch, or even future patches. I'm not sure this is in Korea also now, I haven't checked their version yet. But just saying, props to the Russian people for thinking about this. It's the best that they could do in, let's say, Lost Ark, the way the game works. I hope I was clear enough and explained this, this whole ordeal and what effect it has on the game to you guys. Remember one thing always when you think about pay to win, it's not pay to win unless there's something to win. Otherwise it's just pay, right? This event right here and Lost Ark in general, the way the game is heading towards, with equalized, completely equalized PvE and completely equalized PvP, there is nothing really to win in Lost Ark if you deposit real money to take advantage of this event when you can also farm in game. Having this event and having this idea now that there might be these events in the future also will motivate people to farm more gold, to put more gold aside for when this comes on, so they can take advantage on their mains or their alts. So this is very good to, you know, just remember as a pro tip. I wish you guys lots of love until my next video in which we're gonna be discussing the most recent patch, actually this one that brought this event as well. I want to show you guys what the new patch is about, and then I also want to talk about why now, this month, and until 24th of April is the best time for anyone that wants to try Lost Ark to come and try Lost Ark. If you're watching this video and you're interested, because it's a good time to do it, I have a link in the description below guiding you in 6 minutes on everything you need to know about how to play Lost Ark in Russia. I wish you guys lots of love. Until my next video, stay safe, stay indoors, wash your hands, and see you really soon.